Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019. Today I'd like to start my Pro Cyclist mode. In previous years I didn't really have this incentive in Pro Cyclist mode that got me motivated to start one and continue it onwards, mainly because there was not much to it to me. The skill tree and the new edition of the skill tree does give me that spark to want to start one, get into a good adventure with you guys, and hopefully grow our rider to become one of the all-time legends in the sport. Anyway, let's get started. Let's go to single player, Pro Cyclist mode, World DB 2019, and create our game. When it comes to the rider itself, I had so many doubts when it comes to the name and the region and so forth, so I just decided to go for Benjinassen. I had some other ideas that probably weren't so perfect. For example, I wanted to make a Korean rider called Park with the first name Jurassic, but yeah, that joke would get so old so quickly. So I guess I'll just go for Benjinassen. I'll try and make myself into a rider, the third Nasen in the peloton. Hopefully we can conquer the world with him. Our rider starts off at 19 years old on level 1. We're going to select the axes here. What is the rider going to focus on? I'm going to try and make a rider that is capable of winning a Grand Tour while being semi-all-round to be able to win some monuments. Hence I will go for Stage Racer, for the climbing and the time trial, and I will try and get some more punch into him by making him a puncher. I know it's kind of a basic formation of a rider, but I do want to make it realistic. I don't want to make a cobble mountain rider, for example, yet. Now, when it comes to potential, we're going to go for Grand Champion. I want to make him the best possible thing that he can be, an absolute cycling legend. We have the opportunity to join 3 teams, Sport Vlaanderen Balwaze, a Continental Pro team, Sibel Sabon, a Continental team, and Adria Mobil, another Continental team. I'm actually going to go for Adria Mobil. The reason is that Sibel and Sport Vlaanderen ride way too many cobble races. Adria Mobil had climbers in the past, have some climbers in the team, so I do expect mountain stages on my schedule. Now, it looks like we start off with a beautiful email here. Your first steps in the professional world are the start of a great adventure. Our team, Adria Mobil, is delighted to be able to count on you for the coming season. Good luck. Thank you, B-Think. Now, another email is Preseason. To begin the 2019 season, we need to know your season objectives and the starting level of your preparation. I'm probably going to have to go through the calendar for that, but before we do that, I would like to look at my rider and the team around me. We start off at 66 average, which is quite great for a rider at 19 years old. Our stats are pretty much mountain and time trial at the moment. We have some acceleration as well, currently on 68 mountain, 67 hill, and 67 time trial and prologue. Cobble and sprint is pretty much a massacre, secondaries as well, recovery is quite high though. Obviously we'll try to work on these stats much more as we level up. To do that, I will try and trigger out this skill point on the skill tree, attentiveness, to gain more experience each month. I'll try and do that the moment we reach certain levels, because if we start that early, we will maximize the amount of XP we get on a short term. Now, I would also like to take a look at our team. Radoslav Rodina is the first rider we see. We always see the best climber in the team. The rest is hidden from us until we learn more about them through racing with them or racing against them. This way we don't actually know what our teammates are compared to us. That's gonna be hard at the start, but when we learn more about these riders, it will become very clear that we're obviously much better than them, you know? Anyway, our homeboy B-Think wanted our season objectives, so let's get started with looking at the calendar. We've got a lot of races planned already, but not directly at the start of the season. Looks like we've only got 5 races at the first few months. I would like to add some more, but I don't want this calendar to get too full. I would like to get some more climbing races in, because at the moment I don't see many. I would love to go to Kopje Bartali, so I'll probably spend some points on that. But let me just look at this off camera and I'll come back in a second when I know more about the potential races we can ride. Oh, I've actually noticed something new. Instead of the tier system last year that decided what races you can ride, it's now according to the levels, which I actually like. You don't have to look at 2 things anymore, your levels and your tiers. Now it's only at the levels. That's actually quite perfect. Tour Slovenia is one of them. We can only ride that at level 6. We probably will be that by then, so I'll try and keep some points in the pocket and not spend too much. I think I've spent 8 by now, yes, by adding the Coppia Bartali and the Trofeo Piva. The rest of the calendar will stay the same, I'll go over it in a second. Actually, that's pretty much a lie because I am spending 15 points. Let me go over the calendar quite quickly. We start off the season with the Cyanide Cups. If we have to do them, I don't like them, it's unrealistic, but I guess we're doing them. Herald Sun Tour, Itzola, then we're gonna go for some more preparation races where we'll probably go in the breakaway or work as a teammate. Then our first proper race, in my opinion, is the Settimana Coppia Bartali. In the second quarter of the season, we start off with the Giro di Sicilia. I like that one. We go further with the Trofeo Piva and the Trofeo Edil. Giro del Appennino, Rundum dem Finanzplatz, Ski Velöbet. Then we go further with the Tour der Loire, Baltic Corconoce Tour. And then in the next quarter, we have the Lugano, GP Lugano, Belgian Championships, Giro del Val d'Aosta. This is going to be a fun one as well. U23 race. We should be able to do well there with the stats we'll have by then. Then the Adriatica Ionica race. I've decided to add this one as well because there's a beautiful stage in there that I do want to ride from Mussolente to Passo Giao. What a wonderful stage. Now, for the last quarter of the season, we start off with the GP Kranj, Ljubljana Zagreb, Pantaloni, Matteotti, Lombardia, and we finish off in Paris-Bourges. Now, that's going to change a lot when it comes to our season objectives. I think that is under training. Oh, okay, we need to accept it apparently. Yes, indeed. Let's confirm the calendar first. 15 points, spend. Let's go back to training and season objectives. And now we will select our season objectives. I will be starting with Settimane Internazionali Coppia Bartali as first quarter goal. Second quarter is going to be that other race, Adriatica Ionica or Val d'Aosta. I might go Ionica because I'll probably still already be in form at the Val d'Aosta. And then the final part of the season, I honestly don't really care. I kind of would like to focus on Lombardia, Piccolo Lombardia, but then again, I don't know. I'm just gonna do it. Here we go, Piccolo Lombardia. It's a bit climby, a bit punchy. We can use our puncher stats there. Considering we only start at a proper rate in the end of March, I'm gonna start off in normal, not higher than that. By that time, we should be in shape. Now we can finally confirm this email. Let's accept it. And I think the only thing that's left for now is doing the training, and we can only do that on the 2nd of January, so let's skip a day and go towards the training tab. Here we go. I'm not exactly perfect at this, so I'll try and bleep through it off camera, and then I'll explain how I did it and why I did it. Okay, this is what I ended up with. On the left bottom here, we go towards the season goals and then get into a fitness peak just around them. For the rest of the season, we never go under 75, nor pretty much under 80, so I am happy with it. In general, I just made sure that I train hard without getting any tiredness up, and it seems to work well. There are probably ways to make this better, but I try to do it my way, and I'm going to try and learn out of my mistakes, and then we might be able to go for it in the next season of the Pro Cyclist. Now, that seems to be about it. The full calendar is done when it comes to training, and we already did the calendar and the rider information. I think we can start with the first race. Our first race of the season is a generic Cyanide Cup. It's a flat one, so we'll probably have to go in the breakaway or help out the team in some way. Here we are, the first race. What a feeling. Our role in the first race is teammate. I'm actually going to deny all help from the race tutorial because why not? You're in the service of your leaders and it is important to stay in the role, blah blah blah. Work at the head of the peloton for 20 kilometers at least. Actually, I am going to wait a bit because the breakaway is trying to form, and if we would be doing that now, we'd probably spend all our energy, and our own teammate is attacking, so it would be counterproductive. I'll just wait a bit until the breakaway is formed, then get to the front of the peloton. In the meanwhile, let's just zoom out a bit because this is way too zoomed in for me. This seems perfect. A lot of people have asked me how I do that. I use Alt and just scroll backwards on my mouse. Looks like we have our initial breakaway. I'm going to try and move to the front, get into that train, put myself on infinite relay, and somewhat at 65 towards 60-ish. Not too much. We don't need to reel in the breakaway yet. Just need to set up a tempo for at least 20 kilometers to get the credit that I deserve from the manager. Okay, on the right bottom we seem to be getting notifications that we are progressing in our race objective. We're currently halfway. Another 10 kilometers and we should be fine. There we go, our daily goal is done. Let's try and drop from the front for now. If our teammate needs us, we're going to probably help out, but at the moment we might as well spare some energy and maybe we can try something in the end. It's probably not going to work, but you never know. We are nearing the last 15 kilometers. Our team is starting up a sprint train for Rajovic. We can't see his stats yet, but I know he's a good sprinter from just making the database, so I roughly know the riders anyway. We've got some attacks. I probably should work for this guy, but looks like Lipins is taking care of that and Nepo as well, so there's no real need for it now. I'll try and wait around, and if I really need to, I will. But for now, I'll just wait, and who knows, we might get away with a simple attack or might just sprint towards the top 25 for some experience. The last 6.5 kilometers are here. We have some crazy attacks going on. Sprint trains trying to form in this chaos, and we are in the wheel of Rajovic. It would probably be better if it was the other way around, but I'm gonna try and benefit off of this. You never know. Gonna actually try and follow Van Melzen here. Looks like this is a very powerful attack. Maybe try and follow Franklin 6 here. I don't know. That might be a good attack. That's 21 seconds directly. It's 3 kilometers towards the finish line. I'm actually gonna go and use my energy shell. I need to catch the breakaway for my man. I will try and actually not do that because it looks like he's in the worst position as possible to get anything out of this. Last kilometer coming in. I'm actually gonna start sprinting. Rajovic on the right. Is he going to take it? It's gonna be really close on the line. Rajovic versus Van Poppel. It's gonna be really close. Rajovic takes it. No, it's Jetsbol. Oh god. Almost for our teammate. I don't think we could have influenced that, so I don't feel bad about not helping him. Justin Jules comes in second, and Dusan finishes on the podium. Good result for the squad. We ourselves didn't actually sprint to too bad of a result. I think we ended in the top 25. 17th indeed, just after Juan Jose Lobato, ahead of Rota, Soto and Pesot. That's a pretty good result. I think we'll get some more XP because of that. Rajovic, good sprint, got in third. Almost looked like he had it, but it was so close in the end. But Jetsbol takes the victory here. Congratulations, after your exploits in the Cyanide Cup 1, you've gained additional XP. First race finished in Continental, 10 points. 5 times that, and we get to level 1. Okay, we also got something more, which gives us even more points. Objective, work. Work ahead of the group for 20 kilometers with at least one teammate in the group. 20 kilometers out of 20 kilometers. Evaluation of that is very good. Race classification of the best teammate. Your manager is particularly satisfied with this performance. I like that it now takes in mind the teammates, because if I recall correctly, it didn't do that previous years. And that is absolutely great, because now I feel like it's worth actually working for him. This stage I didn't 100% do it, but now that I know this, I probably will. Manager satisfaction goes up to 83%, and we gain another 22 points, almost closing in on that. 50 points for level 1, so after the next stage, we might already level up. I've gone ahead and moved towards that second stage. Let's continue swiftly with the Cyanide Cup 2. It's a bit more our thing, it's a bit hilly. We can use this with our punchy statistics, our punchy attributes. We again had this time around, we do have a climber with us, Radoslav Rodina, our old climber, 39 years old, man. Anyway, he should probably retire and let us take over the squad pretty soon. Now, 120 kilometers, let's get started. Stage number 2 is here, role as teammate. You're in the service of your leaders. Work ahead of the peloton for 20 kilometers. Let's get started again. First of all, I'll wait a bit and I will go ahead and let the breakaway form. A breakaway has formed with actually a pretty good rider from the past. Andrea Guardini is in there, the guy who ended up winning tons of stages in Langkawi. We've got another breakaway trying to form. Let's hope nobody tries to catch up with them. Looks like Wanty's doing that, so I'll give up on our work for a second here. Will anybody try to attack? Yes, again. God damn it. Let me work, god damn it. There we go. It looks like the break has finally moved on again. This time around, I'll try to get to the front. Hopefully no one attacks now, and we can get started with our 20 kilometers of hard labor at the front of the peloton. I'm actually going to have to stop working on these climbs because the other team space like mad here, and I'm just unable to get towards the front of the train and actually get my kilometers in. Now, when it goes downhill, I always got the opportunity to work again. But for now, the pace is just mad and there's no way they can sustain this towards the finish line. Look at it. Malocelli is already falling through the peloton just out of pure tiredness. A group of 10 has dropped already. Now, we're back in the downhill. Looks like Wanty guy at the front wants to keep on pacing. That is Timothy Dupont, a sprinter. He could probably survive the stage if he didn't spend his energy. Let's try and move towards the front with Nasen here. And hopefully we can... Nah, it ain't gonna work yet. We're gonna have to wait a bit. The funniest thing about this is the fact that we're like stuck at 19 kilometers because, yeah, only 1 kilometer and our work is done. So let's try and move towards the front and force it if necessary. We don't have a lot of yellow left, so I would like to recover a bit afterwards. Let's hope that is a possibility. Now we will start working and we get it. 100%, 20 out of 20 kilometers. Now I can stop working and tuck myself in somewhere near the front, not too far. And actually, what is this? Oh, this is part of the observation feature of the skill tree. Totally forgot about that. Now, when we are riding, we can now look at the other people. Let's select a rider that is semi-good at this stage. Let's go for Xandro Murison, and he's probably one of the favorites here. We can right-click him and use Observe. This way, if we click him again, we can see his daily form, yellow bar, red bar, and green bar. You can't always see everything. Sometimes it's only the green bar. Obviously, this is a very powerful feature, so you have some cooldown on that. On the left bottom, you can see this green bar, and there's a number in there. That's the amount of times you can use it. And the gray bar is the thing that fills up, and if it's fully filled up, you get another point to spend on another observation. Now, we've got one more to spend. I'm going to try and keep it towards the end. Hopefully we survive until then, because the pace is absolutely mad by Cornelius. Ludwig Vliegen now coming to the front. I think that is for Christian Odijking. Or do they have another leader at Wanty? I do not think so. I'm going to have to pace because Grosselia is riding away, Regina as well, and we're falling through the peloton at this pace. Let's try and survive on the top and hopefully no gaps open up in the group. Because at this point it looks like that might happen. Oh, this is gonna be bad. No, just in front of us. No. Who's with us? De Witte, Asselman, they're not gonna worry because they have Lars Boom at the front. Justin Jules trying to get back though, but then again, he's not that special for the climbing. Nasen trying to bridge up. We're going to spend oral yellow doing so. That's unfortunate. Let's hope we can somewhat hang on. Katrashnik from the breakaway also done here. They are going like mad. Fully going ham. Aramburu now for Caja Rural. Hopefully we can get back in the downhill. But for now it doesn't look too great. I don't like saying it, but I think our race is over. Let's maintain position and just hang on and see what happens for the rest of the race. Looks like Regina is in the second group. Also fell from the front group with Eiking. So I don't think our team is going to get a great result here. Grosselia fell as well from the first group. And he's now in the group just ahead of us. I don't think we can reach that group anymore, but if we do, I'll try and help out. We never actually caught up with the front of the group anymore, neither did our teammates. And the winner is about to be selected here. Who won the stage? I can't see it yet. We're slowing down. It's about to happen. It's Odd Christian Eiking ahead of Tomine and Sergio Pardia. Looks like Regina actually ended up finishing 9th. We finished 39th. Not a terrible result. We worked hard throughout the stage for the others and got our objective, our race objective, so I can't be too sad about it. Let's see what our manager thinks. There we go, Cyanide Cup 2. We did our work, 23 kilometers out of 20. Excellent work. 9th in the race, so he's happy about the team performance. We have 50 points. Exactly. Looks like we're going to level 2, I think. I'm not sure. I would guess so. And the manager's satisfaction is plus 5%. We're at 88% now. There we go, level 2. Congratulations, you have just leveled up. Bonus, we get a skill point. We can spend that today. And we can choose between improvement of attributes or evolution of potential. Let's tap OK. And let's see. Last year I did not 100% get how this worked. Now it looks like it's written down and I perfectly understand. The progression of attributes increases the attributes depending on the axis you chose. And the evolution of potential is in the long term that allows you to become more versatile and change things around a bit. Now, when it comes to this, I'm going to go for either climber or stage racer, I think. Let's take a look at the differences. Looks like time trial and acceleration are different. And looks like we get 1 acceleration more on climber and 1 time trial more on stage races. I'm gonna go for climber. I want that acceleration. It's much more important than people would think. Let's confirm it. On the left bottom next to our level, we look to have a yellow button here. Let's click on that. Okay, that is to show us that we have 1 skill point to spend. Anyway, I'm going to go for attentiveness. I've called this out at the start of the episode here. I'm gonna try and gain more experience ASAP, and this way we can actually grow our rider as fast as we can. Normally we should gain more passive experience throughout the months now. I don't know what the difference is, but I guess we're going to find out pretty quickly. Actually, it looks like we can see the difference. If you hover over that blue thing here, it looks like we have 1.1 times the experience gained each month we normally do, 10% more, then 20% more in level 2, and 30% more in level 3. Now, the big dilemma now is if we should continue to grow out this attentiveness as much as we can now so that we get to the other skill points much quicker, or if we should focus on other things as well while building out this attentiveness. I'll probably look into the decision there at level 3. I don't know yet. I think I'll have to think about it a bit. There we go, the 3rd Cyanide Cup, finally one that fits our rider type. We've got 4 climbs in it. Côte de Pays. We also have the Col d'Aise. Looks like it's a Paris-Nice stage then. Another Col d'Aise. Is that the same climb? Yeah. And another Col d'Aise. So probably from 3 sides. I'm not sure about that yet. So apparently we did gain some knowledge on one of the riders here. Dusan Rajovic. We can now see that he's 73 sprint, 73 flat. I think this is going to continue on the rest of the riders as much as we work with them. Don't know. Guess we're gonna find out pretty soon. Now let's get started with this stage. There we go, the 3rd race has started. Teammate again. Looks like we have to work for 15 kilometers this time. It's a bit shorter. Then again, the stage is very short. It's 104 kilometers, so let's try and start using already because we need all the kilometers we can get. Let's try and get at least 1 in before the breakaway attacks. I'm gonna have to check on the race strategy thing. Yes, we've got 1. We're closing in on the next 1. Come on. Looks like we've got a breakaway attacking. Gonna try and start working still because no one seems to be countering yet, and nobody seems to be countering the ones that attack, so that's good for me because that means that I get some more kilometers at the front here. We're blocking Von Schep a bit, it seems. While we're riding at the front of this peloton in a cozy way, let me talk about his story. Last week I was playing PCM 18 and I realized a feature that a lot of people have told me but it never worked for me, and it finally worked for me, and I don't know what happened between not working and working, but you can move your rider around with the numpad. Everybody knows that. I knew that as well. But you can also do so with right click, which really comes in handy. If I hold right click, I can move around my rider. And I did not know that. It's actually spectacular because I was unable to move my rider around because I don't have a numeric keyboard, a numpad, on my keyboard of my laptop. So yeah, this is just a new world opening up for me. Looks like we only have 3 kilometers to go. The break has formed and nobody in the peloton seems to care. We've got some pretty serious riders in here. Odd Iking again. Lita, Aramburu, so pretty much the same guys we've been fighting for 2 stages now. Our guys are probably working for, I don't know who they're working for. I don't know who the best climber is. There we go, the 15 kilometers is done. Gonna sit back and relax at the front of the peloton somewhere near Katrashnik here. And I'm gonna try and spare some energy. Looks like David Pair is attacking together with Pessot. If I recall correctly, David Pair was riding for Bahrain last year. Not sure though. Looks like Katrashnik is going as well. We've got 2 guys in the breakdown, but Marchetti doesn't want that to happen. Anyway, not too important at the moment. I'll just sit back and relax and potentially do something towards the end if we can recover in yellow, which looks to be rather impossible at the moment. Madness is about to begin. 3 times the Col d'Aise. Duby is already pacing again for 1T, so it looks like Ikin wants to win again. For the rest, I'm just gonna sit here, hopefully relax, but it doesn't look like it at this pace. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to work for someone soon. I don't know who, because it doesn't look like anyone's protecting anyone at the moment, so potentially we're our own leader. That would be great, and then we could try and get a decent result for the squad. We're closing in on the second Col d'Azur. 53 people left. We actually broke into a 29-man group at the top of the previous one. Looks like we've got the guys from Visconti's squad. I don't know what they're called again. Willier? Yeah, I think it's Willier. No, it's not Willier anymore. What is it? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna give up. Nasen already having trouble staying at the front. Gonna try and get past Valet because he's blocking me a bit. KICKR is attacking. That's very early, mate. The second time Col d'Azur and already moving towards the front. We're getting blocked on every part here. Looks like KICKR is where? I don't even see him. He's at the front there. That is a really early attack. 22 kilometers only though, so it just looks like it's longer because of the short stage. Think I'm gonna wait a bit, hopefully survive a bit longer. Gonna try and move towards the front because there's gonna be a gap here somewhere. Looks like we've got another attack on the right. Cherkasov is going, Aberasturi reacting to that. Soto as well. Think Aramburu is the leader of KICKR here. KICKR already has a gap of a minute. Absolutely mad. And the others have actual issues following, so if I can attack, this might be an opportunity in the downhill. Otherwise, it's going to be an all-out battle on the next ascension of the Azur. I am absolutely stunned that KICKR just attacked and got a gap of a minute. And we're at the final climb, 11 kilometers. I'm going to try and move towards the front. This is the one where we die or survive. Looks like Bart de Klerk is going as well. I'm actually going to try and use something here. Can I right-click here? No, I can't. I can, but I can't seem to observe him, or can I from this far away? I can. I can see his green bar only, not more than that. That's a bit unfortunate. Anyway, Bart de Klerk is going, and it looks like I am not able to follow at this pace. I'm not counter-attacking that though. I'm trying to keep my yellow, else I won't be surviving towards the top. We're surviving quite well, currently in the top 10 of this race. Gonna try and move it towards 87. Hopefully we can bridge up towards this group. Looks like their pace is going down. And now Aramburu is attacking to the wheel of KICKR. I hope their pace crashes out when they actually reach KICKR. But at the moment, it looks like we're gonna be suffering the first... Quintana in our wheel. We didn't expect we were going to say that in our second race. But it's Dyer Quintana, not Nairo. Gonna try and send in his wheel a bit. And hopefully we can work together to get back. But at the moment it looks like he's actually gonna just drop me. Just after it looked that I was going to drop him. Damn it. Gonna use my energy shell. It's a bit late for that now, but it's probably going to be me finishing in the top 10 here. Let's hope we can stay ahead of the riders behind us. I honestly feel like we did race the stage quite well. We survived quite long with the favorites, and we end up 8th in the stage, I think. If the guy behind us doesn't catch up. I don't know who it is. Santa Romita. The winner is probably going to be KICKR. I can feel it. Yes, it is. Head of Jetse Bol and Alex Aramburu. What a finish. Anyway, quite happy about the stage. Our first top 10 result. And it doesn't look like we're going to get caught. There we go. Can we celebrate for this? Unfortunately, we can't. KICKR does seem to be good at these made-up races, but we finally get a good result after 3 races. We get 8th. I'm very happy with this. Gradual growth, and we are riding just as good as the others. Then again, we are already at 72 mountain. That's pretty amazing. Okay, we get 15 points for our first top 10. And we did our work, so we get 26 points as well. 15 kilometers, very good. 8th in the race. And we get up towards 94% of manager satisfaction. We're doing quite well in that. Looks like the Cyanide Cups are done. I think that's about it for this episode, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed the first races we did, the preparation, and we're going to be doing the Herald Sun Tour next time. It's got 2 beautiful hill stages, one simple one with a hill in the end with downhill ending, and then the final one which has a proper hill stage. Now, if you want to stick around for future content, tap that subscribe button. I think that's about it for the video. Hope you liked it. If you did, tap that like button. If you didn't, tell me what's wrong. I'll make it better for you next time. Goodbye, guys.